What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. And in today's video, we're going to be going over what is the absolute best system, CRM, client relationship management system to use to handle your full real estate investing business and wholesaling business. So that being said, this video is going to be packed with value from the beginning all the way to the end, because if you are trying to buy houses from motivated sellers and invest in real estate, I'm going to be showing you the absolute best system to build a real estate investing business with. This is the same system that I've been using for the past 4 years, and without this system, I would have not been able to scale my business to doing over 100 real estate transactions a year. Yeah, that's right. Without this system, I would probably still be stuck doing about 10 to 15 deals a year, but now being able to streamline my whole company using this, I've been able to increase the amount of business we do to about 100 real estate deals a year, which is wild. So this video is going to be value packed. If you're not already subscribed, go down below, hit the red button and subscribe to the channel. It helps me reach more people, so I'd really appreciate it if you go subscribe. But other than that, let's get right into the video. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to show you the exact system that I use when it comes to wholesaling real estate and real estate investing. It is Wholesale Podio. It is available at wholesalepodio.com. There's a link in the description for this. In this video, I'm going to be giving you a bird's eye view going over the whole platform, but if you want a full live demo, you can get one at wholesalepodio.com. So that being said, if throughout this video, this system sounds like it's right for you and your business, go sign up at wholesalepodio.com. Essentially, what the Wholesale Podio system does is it separates, organizes, and streamlines your full real estate investing business. Meaning, it's going to create and handle your full acquisitions department and streamline all of that for all of your acquisition managers to work in. It's then going to streamline your full dispositions department and handle every single part of the selling of property part of this business. And then it's going to streamline the transactions department, the support department of your business that handles getting the contract from open to close. And not only that, it's going to help you organize your marketing, your sales, your employees, keep track of all your metrics, key performance indicators, and so much more. It handles your full business. So with that being said, let me just show you it. When you log into the Wholesale Podio system, this is going to be the home screen. On the home screen, you can put your company logo, resources, links will be over here on the right, and then a couple of your metrics will be shown here of the most important metrics like closed deals monthly and how much money you have in the pipeline. All the activity, recent activity of team members is going to be shown here, and all your team members that are in your company will show right there. So that's the home page, pretty much your main dashboard. And then we move on to the Seller Leads app. This is one of the main apps in the system, and this handles your full acquisitions department. Every single view of every single thing that's important to keep an eye on in your acquisitions department of your business will be available for you to see right here, such as how many leads you have, new leads, how many leads in each status, how many offers you've made, written and verbal, how many contracts you've got signed, and how many call attempts have been made by each team member, by day, by month, all of that. Then what we have on the right-hand side is where you will be able to see all your seller leads. So every time you conduct marketing and you find a motivated seller, that motivated seller gets pushed into this system and a seller lead profile is created for them. So this system creates a seller lead profile for each and every motivated seller, so that way you can organize all the information for each seller on their own profile. So let's open up one of those profiles. On each seller lead profile, all the seller's contact information is going to be stored here. Their name, their spouse name, the address, what acquisition manager, what team member of yours is assigned to the lead to work it. You're going to be able to assign them right there. You'll be able to navigate through the system at a click of a button with these navigations. Their contact information is going to be stored here. All the Zillow information like the Zestimate, the rent estimate, and all that info on Zillow is going to feed through right here. Same thing, you'll be able to access the realtor.com info. And then we go down here to lead status. This is where it tags and categorizes each and every lead by all of their specific criteria. So first off, it's going to tag when did this lead get created, and then it's going to track what marketing channel did this lead come from? Did it come from telemarketing? Did it come from website? Did it come from RVM, SMS? It's going to tag each lead by what marketing channel created it. And then it's going to tag each lead by the state it's in, and then we get to stage of contact. It's going to track how many times you've tried to contact each and every seller. So every time you try to contact the seller, you'll click this, and then when you contact them, you'll click contacted. And the best thing about this is it sends texts and emails every single time you try to contact them to them saying, hey, we just tried to reach you, give us a call back. So it's going to automatically text and email them every time you try to contact them. Next, we move on to made offer. It's going to keep track of every written and verbal offer you make. Then we go to lead status. It's going to tag them by what status are they in. Is it a new lead? Are they interested? Are they not interested? Is it dead? It's going to tag them by what bucket does the lead need to go into. It's going to also tag them by their temperature, hot, warm, cold, dead. And then most important, it tags and organizes every lead by their motivation. As real estate investors, the most important thing when it comes to trying to buy houses from homeowners is their motivation. What's their reason for selling? What makes them need to sell? What is their problem that you're going to solve by buying their property? So you can tag them by that. Are they a tired landlord? Are they going through a divorce, death, probate? You name it, tag them by that. Next, we move on to automatic follow-up. And let's pause here for a second because this is one of the most amazing things that this system does. Guys, we all know as real estate investors that automatic follow-up is one of the most important things in a real estate business. Sorry, the most important thing is follow-up because the money is in the follow-up. If we don't follow up with sellers, we're going to miss out on so many opportunities. As we know, selling a house is one of the biggest things to do in life. And sellers aren't ready at the drop of a dime to sell their property most of the time. So in this business especially, a lot of follow-up needs to be done to capitalize on your marketing efforts. And it can be hard because you might need to follow up with a seller for weeks. You might need to follow up with a seller for months, maybe even years. I know my biggest deal of $130,000 profit that I closed, it took me 2 years of follow-up with the seller to get that deal. And if it wasn't for this system, maybe I would have lost out on the deal because this system does the automatic follow-up for you. It is going to send texts and emails to your sellers automatically for you with whatever message you choose on an ideal sequence. It can email them once a month. It can contact them once a week, every 30 days, every 90 days. You set the sequence and you also set the message. So if you're tired of forgetting to follow up, let the system do the work for you. We also provide you with the most ideal messages to send with the automatic follow-up, and we provide you with the most ideal sequence of how frequently you should send these messages. So that right there is so much value that you're going to get in the Wholesale Podio system, those messages and those sequences. So that's right, it's going to do the automatic follow-up for you. Next, we go down to seller info. When you do cold calling marketing, the seller info that the cold caller got is going to show up right here. And then another great thing is contract creation. We know that the most important thing is getting their signature on the dotted line so that way you have a deal locked up. Well, if you're not able to send a contract quick, they might get cold feet and not sign. So we need to be able to generate contracts quickly. So instead of filling out contracts word by word, you're going to just input a few pieces of information, and at the click of a button, you will be able to generate a contract to send to the seller. Yep, that's right. At the click of a button, generate the contract. It'll fill it all out for you, and you can send it to the seller just like that. This helps you send more contracts because you can send them so fast. So ultimately, if you send more contracts, you send more offers, you're going to get more deals. So right there, that is super beneficial, and then it stores a bunch of tracking information down here. And then on the right-hand side is where all your comments and activity is shown that takes place on the lead. So every piece of activity that any team member has taken, any action that has been taken on this lead is going to be stored right here in the activity. And as you're talking to the seller, you can take all your comments over here on the right. And all of that's going to stay with the lead and stored with it. And then once you get the contract signed and you lock the deal up, you click contract signed, send to transactions, and it's instantly going to take this lead, all the information you got, all the notes you took, the contract, everything, and it's going to send it right over to your transactions department for your dispositions people and transactions to people to take the deal and sell it and close it. So let's move on to the transactions app. So it doesn't matter whether you're wholesaling the deal, fix and flipping it, buy and holding it, this transactions app is going to take your team through every single stage of the process from getting the deal from contract to actually closing it. So same thing, you're going to have all the views of the important information like how many signed contracts per month, how many deals closed per month, all that important information viewable right there. And then you're going to have a profile, same way for each and every transaction. And so all the information from the seller is going to flow right over into the system. The seller's information, you'll be able to click right here to go back to the seller lead. And then a transaction manager is going to be assigned to work the transaction. All the info from the seller is going to flow over. You're going to be able to choose your exit strategy. Is it a wholesale deal, fix and flip, rental, you name it. And then it's going to take your team through every stage of the transaction process. So opening stage. They need to file the contract. They need to send the contract and the information to title. They need to deposit earnest money and contact the seller. They need to order pictures of the property. When's the close date? All this information about the contract is going to flow over. And then, did they get the earnest money deposit in? Received. So it takes them through the whole opening stage. Then we get to the marketing stage. You're going to be able to post the property to the website that is provided to you with this system. What the website does is it allows buyers to submit offers in on any of your properties by choosing the property and then putting their information and submitting the offer, and they're going to be able to submit the offer into your system. So if you want a website for all your deals, it creates one for you where buyers can submit offers directly to you. Now let's go back to it. It's going to walk your team through how to market the deal. What price are they marketing it at? And then what type of marketing are they going to do? Are they going to text blast buyers? Are they going to contact VIP buyers, Investor Lift, Craigslist, Facebook? It walks them through each and every marketing channel. And then, like I said, from that website where people submit offers in, all those submitted offers are going to show up right here. And then if there's a showing date to show the buyers the property, it's going to be scheduled right there, and you can store all your marketing templates right here. Then we move on to the signing stage. Did you send the contract to the buyer? Has the contract signed? Has the contract been signed? Have you sent the contract to title? Did buyer deposit earnest money? It's taking them step by step through the process of selling the deal. Then, what was the total price? What's the buyer's information? And again, at the click of a button, you are going to be able to generate the assignment contract and send it to the seller. At the click of a button, and send it to the buyer. Sorry, not the seller. At the click of a button, generate the contract to sell the deal to a buyer. So all you have to do is input a few pieces of information. The system's going to auto plug it all in for you and send it right to the buyer. And then closing stage. What was the actual closing price and date? And was there any miscellaneous costs? And then it's going to calculate exactly how much profit you made and keep track of all that. And then a bunch of tracking information on all the contracts stored here. And then the comments and activity again on the right-hand side. So as you can see, it is literally taking your team through the process of a deal from open to close, step by step, stage by stage. Opening stage, marketing stage, assigning stage, close stage. Brings your team through all of it. Streamlines your business. Next, we're going to move on. The Dispo Offers app. That's where all the offers from your buyers come into. Then we go to cash buyers. If you want to build a massive, super detailed, super powerful cash buyers list, this is the system to use. Every time you add a cash buyer, you're going to be able to input all this information for them. All their contact information, their name, their company, if they have a realtor that represents them, are they a VIP buyer, what state are they buying in, what asset class is the buyer wanting to buy. Single family, multifamily, vacant lots, manufactured homes, tag them by what they're buying. Any notes? What type of investor are they? Rehabber, developer, builder, buy and hold, realtor. What type of investor are they? Price point. What type of properties do they like to buy? $50,000 properties, 100, you name it. Tag them by what type of property they want. How much return on their investment do they want? How many deals are they doing a year? If you want to find out who's a real investor on your list, see how many transactions they're doing a year, any additional notes, their office address. You can tag all that information to your buyer so that way you build out a super organized, powerful buyers list. And then you also have a website for them to sign up to your buyers list. so they can input their information into your system, where they can fill out this form with all that info we just went over and submit it into your system, and they will be added as cash buyers here. You'll be able to see on the left-hand side how many cash buyers you have in total and how many cash buyers per state you have and how many VIP buyers you have. Next, let's move on to title companies. It stores every title company that you use to close your transactions in the system, and it stores all their contact information, their escrow officer, office address, all of that right there. Then we move on to team members. This handles your full human resources department. It tracks and stores every team member of yours by creating a profile for each and every team member on your company. Their name, their organization member, their contact information, when they were hired, whether they are still actively working for you or whether they're terminated, what department are they working in, are they in-house or are they virtual. Organize your full employee department with this system. Email replies. Every time a seller replies to the auto follow-up, it'll show up there. And in here, in the autoresponder templates and autoresponder follow-up, this is where you set your messages and your sequence for the automatic follow-up. And now let's talk about KPIs. This system tracks every single important metric for your real estate business. So if we're talking about key performance indicators and you want to track them, this will do it all for you. Forget filling out spreadsheets tediously to track your info that you need to know. This system does it all for you. How many leads you get daily, how many leads you get monthly, how many leads you get monthly per marketing channel, how many leads you get daily per marketing channel, how many contracts you've sent for the month, how many contact attempts, how many contracts have you got signed for the month, how many contracts has each team member got signed, how many contact attempts has each team member made, how much money have you made per month, how many deals have you closed per month. All of it is tracked. So that way you're running a business, an actual business where you have your metrics tracked. So as you can see, that was a quick overview of the whole system. But as you can see, it handles your full real estate investing business. From your acquisitions department to your dispositions department to your transactions department. It literally does it all. Guys, if you are trying to run a business without this, you're just never going to excel. You need this to scale. Like I said, if I didn't have this system, I would not be a successful real estate investor. This system has took me from doing about 1 to 2 deals a month to doing over 10 to 20 deals every single month, doing over 100 transactions a year. If I didn't have this system, I would not be as successful in real estate as I am. And so with that being said, I highly recommend that you guys sign up for it. If you want a full demo of it, go to wholesalepodio.com and you can get a further demo. But essentially, all the info is here. This video, I went over all of it. So if you want to sign up, go to wholesalepodio.com. There will be a link down below in the description. But guys, I highly recommend this. You can't be keeping track of your business on paper. You can't be keeping track of your business on a Google spreadsheet. You need a full built-out system like this, and it's highly affordable. It's highly affordable to sign up for this. So I highly recommend that you go to wholesalepodio.com and sign up. But with that being said, I hope this video was valuable. We literally went over my exact system that I use for my business, step by step, ran you through the whole thing, and I hope that was valuable to you. And I know if you sign up for Wholesale Podio, you're just going to have so much more success in your business. So go to wholesalepodio.com, sign up. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it was valuable, and if you did, hit the like button. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go down below, hit the red button and subscribe. It helps me reach more people, so I'd really appreciate it if you go subscribe. But other than that, hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.